Hello, this is Judith, and the Celestial team is definitely around because out of the blue, I got to make this video, and I got the title, How to Never Get What You Want. Why a video about never getting what you want and making sure you never do? Well, for one thing, it offers contrast. It helps you to know that if these are things you're doing, you're assuring that you won't get what you want. And then on the other hand, after being a licensed psychotherapist for 25 years now, especially recently when I've developed a new paradigm psychology, the art of transformation, the alchemy of transformation, actually, I'm really seeing that people do get exactly what they want. They just don't know how they're doing it. In other words, our frequencies create form, not the other way around. And there are, I've learned, a lot of people who actually don't want to get what they want more than they do want to get what they want. Some don't even know it because, you know, a lot of things happened when we were kids that conditioned us into thinking we're not supposed to get what we want. We either picked it up by osmosis from our parents, or we learned it in any number of ways, many, many times. We were taught in school to be obedient. We were taught by our parents to be obedient, and we learned that pleasing others, getting approval, was our ticket to survival. So it's no wonder that we all might have that fear of getting what we want running somewhere, because you know what? A belief that your survival depends on anything is going to trump everything. Survival trumps everything. So, if you feel like you may have a fear or a belief running that it's not safe or that you're not supposed to get what you want, watching this video might be a good way to discover that. One way you know that you've got a belief that you're not supposed to get what you want running is when you feel what you want, or you attempt to take actions toward getting what you want, and you get anxious. And that anxiety, well, anxiety is fear-based, and it will stop you. It will trump what you want. But if you want to trump that belief, well, the first thing I can tell you is remember, it's not even yours. You picked it up. You incorporated it, got it through osmosis. It's not even yours. And here's another big news flash. The reason we feel anxiety when we think we actually can get what we want is not because we're not supposed to. It's because Source, our higher self, the true nature of who we are when we came onto this planet doesn't agree that you're not supposed to. So it's actually the belief that you can't get what you want that creates the anxiety, because it is counter to what is actually true. Actually, you are your higher self. And to the degree that you call your higher self higher, you're separated from knowing that you are. And it's that anxiety or fear that lets you know that you aren't aligned with your higher self, and that you don't know yourself yet. You're separated. You still think you're less than. So you call your higher self higher, and you relate to your divine knowing of who you are and what you deserve. That way. Okay, that's important to know. So really, the very sure way to never get what you want is to believe that it's dangerous to get what you want. And the anxiety will show you you have it. Now, if you do still want to make sure you don't get what you want, because you know you're sovereign, what you say goes. So if that's the case, I do have about 5 tips that'll be very useful in helping you assure that you never get what you want. And I'm about to give them to you. Okay, ready? Tip number 1. Above all, remember that form follows frequency, and we are vibrational beings. So it's not that we feel good because we get what, I almost knocked over my water. It is not that we feel good because we get what we want. It doesn't work that way. We get what we want because we feel good about what we want. If we feel and live in that feeling state, that we think getting what we want will bring us, if we live in it, feel it right now, that's what brings evidence of feeling good to us. That's the vibrational match. That's what brings us what we want. That's why that cliche about people who have money easily attract more money, right? That's why. It's vibrational. We literally vibrate what we want into being through our feeling state. So, if you want to be sure to never get what you want, just keep feeling how bad it feels to not have what you want. And you'll keep pulsing out not having what you want. And that'll do it for you. That'll keep what you want from manifesting, because you're the manifester. Tip number 2, always focus on lack. For example, if you're paying a bill, say You're paying your monthly mortgage. Be sure to stay in a sense of loss, giving over this money, having less as a result. Don't be grateful that you have this house or that you can pay this mortgage this month or get a loan. Don't be grateful for the abundance that's there for you. No, don't. Just stay in lack, in not having, in the certainty that it's always dwindling. That will definitely keep you in never getting what you want. Number 3, the frequency of longing is also a good one. If you stay in the frequency of longing for, rather than excitement about receiving, you'll perpetuate longing. If you're always longing for a wonderful relationship, longing and never having, you'll long and never have. Tip number, what is this, 4. As often as you can, use words that amplify and create momentum for never getting what you want. Words are powerful. So, for example, to keep saying, I never get what I want, I never get ahead, I'm always worried about how I'm gonna make ends meet, I'm always disappointed in love, I never have any fun, that kind of thing. That'll really get a lot of momentum going for you in not getting what you want. Those guidelines will serve you very well in not getting what you want, if not getting what you want is what you want. And you know, they're kind of important, because if you do want to get what your heart desires, you certainly can. In fact, that's what you're supposed to be doing, is having and getting what you want. That is why Source and your higher self are actually wanting that very much for you. Because what your heart desires is innately what you deserve. And you do deserve to be happy. And when you're happy, you shine light. And you gift everybody with the unique way of being, the unique gifts that only you are here to share. Even if you don't know what they are and they're nothing, you have to try to produce. It's simply innate in you. Your light, your gifts. How's that for a paradigm shift? And speaking of paradigm shifts, we are entering one. As of 2016, we've been oozing sort of into it, but we're in it in 2016. We're seeing the evidence all around us now of contrast, building, mounting. It's gonna get as extreme as it has to. until everybody gets that everybody deserves what they want, and there is enough for all of us. So, because of that, the celestial team, and especially the frequency technicians, and I are offering a paradigm shift telegathering on December 22nd. In the USA, it's December 22nd anyway. I know some of you who are probably watching have already signed up, and you're in Australia, and it's not going to be December 22nd. But that's when it is, and the sole purpose of that gathering is to offer very focused, concise methods and alignments to enter 2016 already running, so to speak, on the ground and running in the frequencies with the techniques you need in order to have exactly what you deserve. So, if you're interested in that, having what you deserve, please join us. And all the details about how, I'm going to put right below this video. Okay? And another thing I'm offering a gift personally, actually, to all of you who've been following the videos and the websites and the Celestial Team's Facebook page and my Facebook page. Beyond Therapy, we are all magicians. So to all of you who have been following and donating, especially donating, because without you, I wouldn't be in front of this camera anymore. So I'm offering a gift through the rest of December, private sessions for less than half of what they normally require in terms of your reciprocal energy exchange, which is not payment. I don't use the frequency of payment anymore because that's very old paradigm. Payment it's enslavement. It's a frequency of enslavement. Paying and paying and paying is what it generates. A reciprocal energy exchange is an investment in yourself. You invest. It gathers momentum. The return is always exponentially greater. So, I'm offering these private sessions to you personally, because you are unique, in order to uniquely assist you in finding your very own new template, in order to become and receive everything that you're here to be and have and live, finally. The reason I'm doing that is because that's how much Source wants you to become and have your bounty and be all that you are. That's how special you are. You are much loved. Source, God, the universe, your higher self, whatever words you use, knows you by name and cherishes you and wants nothing more than to see you blossom in happiness. So it's kind of hard to balk that love and desire on the part of Source for you. So just remember Next time you feel anxious about expecting everything you deserve, remember that's because your source so wants you to have it all. Namaste for now.